What is up, my dudes, my dudettes, and wrestling colleagues of all kinds? DanTheBeast 94 here, coming back at you with Q&As with DanTheBeast 94. That's me. Got 4 questions for you guys today. Not a lot, but you guys are more than welcome to ask me any sort of question. Doesn't have to be wrestling related. Especially for my new subscribers who would like to participate in this. Hit that like button, leave your comments in the comment section down below, and if you have any questions for me, leave it down in the comment section for this video. That way I'll answer for next Friday. And as always, subscribe, especially if you're watching my channel and you're not subscribed. What are you doing? Hit that button now, please, before you forget, or if you even care. So, like I said, I got 4 questions for you guys. Not a lot today, but, you know, better than nothing, the way I see it. So, let's get on with the first question here from my buddy TN Couponer. He's always good and reliable when it comes to any type of deal, wrestling related, especially if you want to save up on, like, certain things that are not wrestling related, like grocery shopping, CVS. He does all that. So, first question he asks me, or the question he does ask me, for a new wrestling fan, which DVDs would you recommend to watch? I have a stack right here. They're not pay-per-views, they're all docs. Just ones that really came off the top of my head, because majority of them you could watch on the network, but these ones stood out, and I have them right here for you guys. Ric Flair and the Four Horsemen, basically just gives out the whole rundown of the formation, every incarnation of the group, every member that was in the group, any type of controversy. This is definitely a good DVD set. Does come with the insert, and it is a 2-disc set, so definitely invest in this. Another one, I mean, it is on the network, but it's always great to have things, physical copies of media. I've always been a pet peeve when it comes to that. So, Brian Pillman, Loose Cannon. This was one of my first documentaries I got into as a kid, and made me realize who Brian Pillman was. Made me realize Stone Cold had hair at one point. And how great on the mic he was. And what kind of... You can only imagine the type of person he could have been during the Attitude Era. Next one of my favorite documentaries, Road Warriors, The Life and Death of the most dominant tag team in wrestling history. Definitely one of my favorites. Definitely recommend this one. You can also catch this one on the WWE Network, but if you guys want, like, the extras and bonus matches, extra type of, like, stories, commentary, a Hawk tribute, this is definitely it. One that's not WWE related, but that I have seen and I recommend for any wrestling fan, not just WWE, but you can find this on High Spots for $15. That's how much I paid for it. Plus an autographed cover, which I don't have it on here because I have it in the sleeve. And that is the Dynamite Kid, A Matter of Pride. Very good documentary. The only thing I don't like about this documentary is Dynamite Kid doesn't really talk about, certain things on his wrestling or his career. I mean, you get little bits of him, but then you get guys like Bret Hart, the Hart brothers, like Bruce, Keith, Ross. Who else is on here? Davey Richards is on here, and he basically this documentary is everything that was off of his autobiography. Still good though. Next one I have here, and I still have it sealed. I haven't opened it yet, and that is the Hulk Still Rules DVD. And it does come with a forcible entry. You guys can probably find this brand new for about $20. I got mine for $4 on High Spots when they were having some crazy ass deals during the spring. Um, I recommend this because this is the only documentary that WWE put out on Hulk Hogan. Every other DVD set that they put out on Hulk Hogan was basically just like compilations of like matches, interviews. But if you want a full documentary on like Hulk Hogan, how he got into wrestling, this is it. One of the best documentaries of all time, The Rise and Fall of ECW. This is something that I would recommend for anybody. You can still catch it on the network, but if you guys want DVD extras, bonus matches, this is it, you know. And with these two DVDs, it's a 6-hour to this set. So, I would definitely recommend this for you guys. Sounds like there's something on a piece of the DVD chipped off, but that's fine. This is still in great condition. I've had this for a couple years now. Would definitely recommend this for any fan, especially if you want to learn about ECW. No pun intended. The Rise and Fall. Another great documentary that WWE put out was The Triumph and Tragedy of World Class Championship Wrestling. Definitely highly recommend this. Gets all into depth about the superstars, the unfortunate tragedy of the Von Erich family, Gino Hernandez. One thing about this DVD, though, is in the back here, there's a match with Fritz, Mike, and David taking on the Freebirds. I believe this from 1984. Let me look at the match insert here. It's on the insert. Surprised I still even got the insert for this. The insert for this. I think it says it on here. Yeah, 6-man tag title match. Parade of Champions, May of 1984. David had died in February, so that couldn't have happened. But highly recommend this. One of my favorite docs, Hard Knocks, the Chris Benoit story. One of my favorites. And then Jake the Snake Roberts. Highly underrated DVD, in my opinion. Can't find this on the network, but definitely something to look into, especially if you want to know more about Jake. So, going on to the next 3 questions. Next 3 questions are from my buddy Porter Unboxing. First question he asked me is, who do I think is the best NXT superstar at this point? Adam Cole, baby. Yeah, definitely one of the best of all time. I don't think he'll ever get caught up to the main roster with Undisputed Era, only because of ratings and the war they're going at right now on Wednesdays with AEW. They need that top guy. Not saying that there's no top guys down in NXT, but Adam Cole is definitely the top guy, and he's the longest reigning NXT champion. He surpassed Bo Dallas's record, so it's cool. Who do you think will become IC champion between AJ Styles and Daniel Bryan? At this point, they're gonna have to give it to Styles. He basically just signed his last big contract in wrestling and in WWE, so why not get his career acolytes up there, especially with him just winning more titles. I mean, eventually I think he'll become a Grand Slam champion. Tag team champions with who? Who knows? But can definitely see it in the long run. And the final question is, do you think CM Punk will ever come back? Never say never. I mean, that's like saying, will Sting ever come to WWE, and somebody saying no. Till he showed up in 2014 Survivor Series. So CM Punk coming back into a ring, there's going to have to be a lot of big talks. A lot of money. And Vince McMahon's ring? Probably not. Especially if Triple H is going to be in charge in the near future. I just don't see it happening. Maybe AEW, maybe another brand, maybe the Independents. I would definitely like to see him in AEW. That'd be big, especially to bring CM Punk back. I wasn't always the big CM Punk guy. I'll admit that. I wasn't as big of a Punk fan, but I always admired his work. Yeah, I mean, Punk, just never say never. And that about does it for today's video, guys. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this. Hopefully you guys enjoyed my recommended DVD selection when it comes to any first-time new wrestling fan who wants to get into DVD collecting, but they don't know what to get, what to watch. There you go. So that about does it for today, guys. Till next time, DanTheBeast 94, signing off.